Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and blog. Today we are going to use Hero Art's Leafy Vines and an Avriel Oh Happy Day. The Hero Arts is available still on the Hero Arts website, but the Oh Happy Day, I could not find it. I could find it in other places, but not on the Avriel website. So we're going to use some scattered straw, we're going to use some broken china, and we are going to use seedless preserve. This card is a little bit out of my comfort zone with the colours, but we're going to go with it. We're going to see what happens. So this stamp is quite often put just straight onto the card front because it's so pretty. It's one of my favourites. I have used it a few times, but it's one of my all-time favourites. I thought this time we would do a little bit different and put it in each corner of the card base. We're going to make a landscape card, and it could honestly go portrait, but I decided to go landscape. So we've stamped this with some Versamark and we're going to gold emboss it. And then I will heat that up and swap it around, and we're going to do it on the other corner, the opposite corner. This is why we love the Misty. When I stamp this out, I do stamp it twice, but when I put the powder on, I discovered that there is a patch that did not stamp very well. So we will wipe it off and we will go again. The stamp was still in the Misty, so it's like, oh, God bless the Misty. And you'll see it right in that center little bit. See? What we will do is we will wipe that off and we will do it again. We will restamp it and go again. This card, as I said, these colours are a little bit out of my comfort zone. I found these, I was sort of trying to get some inspiration for some colour blends, and as I said, this one is out of my comfort zone, but I decided that I really liked it. I found this on Instagram. And we all know that if you find colour blends on Instagram, it's probably going to be Star of May. Yes, the awesome Christina Warner had this blend, and I thought I would give this a crack today. Got a little gooby right in the centre there, which we'll get off. I'm going to use some blending brushes to go through and blend. This craft mat, well, it's not craft mat, it's a silicone mat, is Fiscus. We don't have too much luck at the moment finding waffle flower mixed media mats. They do cost us a lot of money to have sent over, to buy and have sent over. And of course, with the COVID happening, there'd be some people that would have it. I have seen it at shows previously, but because of COVID, we haven't had access to those shops or seeing those things. This is a cheaper version, and it works perfectly fine, except it's just not just not white, and it doesn't have that lip, but I really, really enjoy it. I'm going to go through these colours, and I've started off with the scattered straw and then added the broken china, and then I'll go back through and add some more of the scattered straw and blend it through. I sort of go with the process, and I will add more. I see what happens, see what I feel like, and see how the card is progressing. This seedless preserve is very, very strong, and I've got just the scrap of cardstock. You can see it's inked, it's written on, it's holier than thou, and I'm just going to use it so I don't put any finger marks through my panel. So I'm going to clean off the mat just because that purple is really, really strong. So we'll clean it off properly later on, but for the time being, that's enough. Blend through a bit more of the blue, and the same thing up above. Blend it through a little bit and just keep working it until I'm happy with what's going on with it, basically. After I am finished, I will wipe that off with a dry clean tissue. It's clean. It's clean, people. So what can I tell you? I can't tell you anything at the moment because we're all locked down. What I can tell you actually is Handy Scandy, other way around. Handy Scandy over on Instagram. She makes some beautiful cards and projects. She had a giveaway recently, and my name, luckily enough, got picked out of all the comments and everything that people did, and I have won some Arteza. I think it's pronounced Arteza. I don't know. Potatoes. Anywho, I've won some products. Now here in Australia, we normally have about 6 shows, but because of COVID, obviously that didn't happen. Out of the 6, I think it's 6, or could be 5. Might be 5, I think. Out of those 5 or 6 or whatever they are, only one happened before COVID went nuts. But usually, sometimes we can find these products. Now, I've never seen these in Arteza in any shows or any craft shops, but I find it very, very hard to find. Back to this card for a minute. So what I'm doing here is I'm just double checking that the ink is all dry. So I've dried it off and we're going to retest it, and I did that a couple of times actually, just to make sure that everything came off perfectly. I don't want anything sticking where I don't want it. So we're just figuring out here which way we want all this, and we're going to stamp this out in VersaFine and emboss it with clear embossing powder. I find clear a lot easier to work with rather than black, because if you have stray embossing powder, it doesn't clear, it doesn't matter, but black it does. So the Arteza, actually, I think they're here. But they got delivered today, and I went out to work. 4 people in my house today for the whole day. Because of COVID, because, everyone's here. 4 people. The door was even open. The door was even open. Did any of them hear it? Somebody knocking? No. So my parcel has gone back to the distributor, and I've got to organise to pick that up and have it delivered, or whatever they're going to do these days. So I'm a tad bit disappointed, to say the least, because I could have I wanted to have a play this weekend with them and see how cool the colours are, and I think there was a sketch pad and a paper pad, a watercolour paper pad, I can't remember. Anyway, this main panel is going to be 14.1 by 9.7 centimetres, and the black is 14.4 by 10 centimetres. I'm going to use these cool little flat back pearls. Now, I've had these in my stash. I don't really know where they come. I've put them into another little container, and I don't have the name. I was looking at Lucy's Little Things. She does have something very, very similar. There's quite a few black. These ones have like a black and a gold and even like a silvery colour through them. So, like my phone. Even a purple. I think there was a purple that it had just picked up the colours so nicely. So I'm going to use those. So have a look around and see what is available or what you have in your stash. Use your stuff. So I'm going to put these on with a little bit of multi-matte kneading, and they are going to just tie it all in with the black of the background, with the black of the thank you, and that's pretty much going to be my card. That's it. Glue it all together. So a relatively straightforward and simple-ish card in the sense of a bit of blending, no stamping, no colouring. Oh my gosh, and no colouring. Make sure your card is around the right way. So feel free to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell. That will help you be notified next time I put out a video. And There will also be a link down below to my blog, which will have a list of the products that I've used and also some close-up photos of the card. So I do hope you like it. I really enjoyed myself and I think I'll make some more. Take care. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.